What's good, people? Good to see y'all here. And there's some ones in the chat. Let me know some people in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. We're going to be going over the December sample flip. And also, we're also going to be doing some live beat reviews. So it should be a really interesting and maybe even a long live session, man. Let me know what you guys are up to. Let me get some ones in the comment section. Let me know y'all here. All right. I see Rogue Status in the building. Was good. Thank you for joining, man. Appreciate you for being here. And of course, I don't have anything set up the way I'm supposed to because, you know, I just don't do things the right way. So let's see if we can get this set up here. Let's go there. Oh, wrong thing. All right. Yeah, man, it's been a very interesting week, just to say the least. Let's see if this is going to work. Why is it not pulling up? What am I doing wrong? All right. Or is it this? All right. Let's see. There we go. Rogue Status, what's good? Caesar, what's good, man? Thank you for joining. Mr. 300, all right. Good to see some new people in here as well. Low Cuts in the building. What's up, man? Beats by Willie T. What's up, man? Thank you for joining, y'all. So if you guys are new here, if you're a part of the Discord, definitely just put a track or a song inside the beats review section inside of the Discord. If you want to get something played, I'm going to be playing those tonight. So if you want to just play some either a song or a beat, put it in the live beat reviews, and then after that we'll be going through the sample flip submissions so I can hear what you guys did with your sample flips. Yes, sir. Vice Envy in the building. What's good, man? Thank you for joining, Vice. Stephen Parker's in the building. Ah, real nice. Let's see if I can change this. This is just gonna drive me crazy, y'all. Already know. All right. You couldn't finish it? All right, that's what's up. I'll be in and out. Time I'm trying to get out. That's what's up. It's all good. All right. So, Camera, what are you doing, Camera? What's up? What are you doing, man? Anyway, so let's get into the beats. So I'm gonna actually go through the live beat review, so we can actually hear some of the things you guys did. And like I said, if you're new to the chat, welcome. We do a sample flip every month on this channel, so I'll usually throw in 2 samples in there, have you guys flip it, and then we'll play it back. And usually whoever wins will get a prize, either that be a cash prize or maybe some merch, one-on-one session. Something will be a prize for it though. So I appreciate you guys for stopping by and just enjoying this last live for the year with me. Next year I got some good things lined up. Hopefully everything can go in fruition, and yeah. Rogue Status said get back to work. Oh man. Yeah, it does have a mind of its own. It'll be flipping, y'all. It just decides that it wants to move and shift to other places. All right, but to set us off is Saya. So let's listen to what Saya did. Let's go.
Hey, Saya.
Yes, sir. That's like
oh, you fancy, huh?
Girls, let me see your hands.
Yeah.
Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their friends. Girl, you got it. Let them know that everything big. Nail done, hair done, everything big. And my NY girls, let me see your hands. Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their friends. Girl, you got it. Let them know that everything big. Nail done, hair done, everything big. And my
LA girls, let me see your hands. Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their friends. Girl, you got it. Let them know that everything big. Nails done, hair done, everything big. And my T.O. girls, let me see your hands. Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their friends. Girl, you got it. Let them know that everything big. Nail done, hair done, nail done, hair done.
Say go Cinderella, go Cinderella. Orgasm blush, lipstick, X.E.L. Devil in a tight dress, girl, you a killer. And ain't nobody realer, and ain't nobody realer. Go, 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 go. Showtime. Go, 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 go. As we proceed.
5.5 and boys, asses off the hook. Cinderella about to lose the glass off her foot. And when I find it, it's when I find you. And we could do the things we never got the time to. Better late than never, but never late is better. They tell me time is money, we will spend it together. I'm down for whatever, you just lead the way. We go to dinner, y'all don't even look at me to pay. I'm sure women with more than me were the first to tempt me. And Jason had this girl Tammy with a purple Bentley. How she got it, I ain't never get to ask. I just knew that she was fine like a ticket on the dash. Yeah, but shout out to the homeowners, the girls that got diplomas and enough money to loan us a little something extra, should we ever need it. If it sounds like you, then let me hear you repeat it. Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh?
Let's give it up for Saya. There you go. Mr. Robertson, why do you always go a disco route? You know, I don't like gonna leave the stream. So if you guys are not aware, I usually like to have an MP3 or a wave or something that'll pull up directly inside of the Discord, so I don't have to leave the Discord in order to play your music. So that's why I usually say MP3, wave, even I guess SoundCloud if it'll play that way, maybe even a YouTube video. But yeah, so Mr. Robertson, I need regular MP3 or something if I'm gonna play it. So moving on, Stephen Parker. Let's listen. Parker, yo. That one was dope. We starting off fire on this Discord, on this live this time. Really dope. The only thing I would have to say, I'm not sure where that the I guess was like a lead of some sort, how it really goes with the track, and it sounds like it's I don't know if it's slower or faster. This lead here, because like even the drums sound like maybe a little bit too fast or slow for it. I don't know if it's just a little bit of a timing issue, but other than that, the rest of the track, fire. So let's give it up for Stephen Parker one more time. All right, we're moving right along. Next up is Vice Envy. Let's go. Vice Envy, man, coming through with some very interesting techniques there, yo. I was talking about the turntables in the video. Nice work, Vice. I like it. I like the sound selection. I like the vocals in the background. Programming was good. I just think it needs some volume. It sounds like it's a little lower than it should be. I don't know, like how loud you actually have it. Decibel wise or dB wise, or if it's just a mix, but I think it should come up a little bit more. Like everything can be raised to hit a little bit harder. Other than that, I don't see anything wrong with the track. Really good work. Let's give it up for Vice one more time. All right, and we're moving right along, ladies and gents. So we're gonna play Nathan Fisher. Let's see what he did. was very interesting, man. I think some of the timing may be a little bit off on it. The beginning part completely threw me for a whirlwind. I have no idea where it was going. When the beat does drop, I do like that part. Um, I can hear it kind of in like a video game kind of setting. One of those very interesting games when you're like walking around, like RPG kind of style, Legend of Zelda kind of thing. You know, you're finding different things, and that's where all the other sounds are coming from. So it does have some potential in it for sure. But I like the when the beat came in, but it sounded like it was just a little off. I don't know if it was cut or the timing or the loop that was kind of set for it, but it just jumps back in with the beat. You can't really get a good nod to it. So you want to make sure that you're at least staying on the beat itself so that you can actually get the listener to actually vibe with the track itself. And usually if the bop is off, then the user is off. So just be careful of that. But let's give it up for Nathan one more time. No problem, man. That's what we're here for. We're all learning. Yes, definitely something else. All right, so we're up to Hannibal. I'm not sure if Hannibal's in here right now. He probably can't make it, but said Winter Vibes. This is for an upcoming music project. Let's see what he got. Let's give it up for Hannibal. Coming through with the Winter Vibes for sure. Oh man, that was dope. Definitely see that in the game setting for sure. One of those snowboards actually. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Yes, Alan T's in the building. What's good, Alan? Good to see you, man. All right, and we are steady moving along here. So we are up to 1 Byte Beats. All right, let's hear what he got. Let's give it up for One Bite Beats. Really dope. I really like this track. I could definitely hear somebody getting on that. Looks like you said it's like a Bryson Tiller, Drake type beat. I could definitely hear that. I like the mix. I like the sound selection on the track itself. Really good work, man. The only thing I would say is kind of take that beeper out more often. It's like it's like in there maybe a little bit too much. Just the little beeper noise. Other than that, dope track. I could definitely hear somebody getting on there and killing this beat. Let's give it up one more time for One Bite Beats. Yes, and they agree. It's fire. Yeah, the drums are fire. Clean, yo. Clean drums too, yo. Very nice. Alec T. All right, so we're moving right along. And next up we have M.I.G. Let's go.
M.I.G. Made it print number.
Give it up to M.I.G. Very nice, man. I like the sound selection. Those vocal chops in there is fire, yo. Straight fire. Bass line usually always on point with you, M.I.G. Dope stuff. Good stuff, man. I really like the track. I can even hear this like in like a commercial for a product, like you know how they'll have like I guess a B-roll inside of the commercial, like a dude running on a beach or riding a horse on a beach or something, and they have like that ambiotic kind of sound just like this. I could definitely hear that. The only thing I would say is just mix it a little bit better. It's like it can come up in volume some. Other than that, really good work. Let's give it up one more time for M.I.G. All right. He still doesn't know if it's ready. KSB. That's good. Let's see what you got. fire, absolute fire, yo. Yeah, really, really nice track, man. I like the sound selection, the way you actually organize your tracks. They make it really good or easy for artists to get on there, or even to even pitch to like libraries and stuff like that. I think I've said this before to you as well. Uh, the only thing is you need to work on that mix, man. Once you get that mix down, out of there, yo. Um, I would probably change out that kick. I think it's too boomy, I guess I would say. Like it's like too space. It's not really cutting the track. Like your snare is like perfect, but like the kick is like a little bit too wide. I don't know if that makes sense. Um, but I would say change out the kick. You don't have to. It's just an opinion. But some of the other things could come up a little bit more inside the track itself, just to give it that overall thump to the track. But really, really good work. I really like this one. Let's give it up for KSB one more time. Hey man, there's a lot of talented people in this Discord, for sure. Rogue Status, do you just do you make beats as well, or are you an artist? Like, what do you do? Yeah, KSB comes with some really dope stuff, man. All right. Yeah, real talk. That's a really good statement from her. I actually like Pocket Queen. She's dope, man. I think the first thing I ever seen her do was like that. Was it? It was like the Jay-Z one. That dun, 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 man, yo, she's killing it, yo. I was like, all right, I see you. A lot of talented people out there in the world, man. All right. All right. So X.E.L. Usually we only do like one track per session. So I'm gonna actually play this one here, this first one. some fire, yo. I like that that sample that you're actually using there. I like when the acapella, the vocals actually come in. I think it's around this 1 minute mark here, somewhere around here. Um, I'm going to tell you, I don't know what you're using this track for. Um, if it's for like an artist to get on, I think the intro is like way too long before it actually gets to the beat or the drums and stuff down here. You got to take in mind, like you have to um, attract people right away with beats. Like even if you're doing this for um, sync or even like a beat tape, people want to kind of get into the meat of the track usually pretty fairly quickly. At least when you're listening to it, you don't want to wait around or have a really long intro because that just kind of deters. Unless it's one of those tracks like you're doing like for Griselda or something where you're doing one of those tracks with no drums in it. You just kind of have the sample going. You want somebody to hop on that. If that's their style, that artist style, this would work good for them. But just to have that really long intro just kind of kills the mood of the track itself. But I like the where it's actually going. I actually like the mix on it as well. It wasn't bad at all. So let's give it up one more time for X.E.L. Oh, okay. Okay, Rogue. This thing is going on. Yeah, definitely soulful. Um, yeah. Okay, Mr. 300. All right, I got you. Really dope, man. Um, so if you heard the critique, that would be it. Like you just, I would say, just start it a little bit earlier, just so you don't lose the attention of. I don't know if you're pushing this out to artists, if you're selling like a beat page, if you're doing like a mixtape. I have no idea. Uh, just an opinion. You don't have to use it at all. Just thoughts. uh, that's what's up, Caesar. Like I plan on doing pretty much the same. I'm trying to get a lot more done video wise. Um, come the coming up year. So definitely look out for that on both my channels at that. Yeah, never ends for sure. Uh, yeah, yeah. So we usually only do one track per person, just because usually I'm out of here like within an hour or so, unless we're talking about something else or discussing something else. And today happens to be a sample flip day, so we will run with that. All right, so let me know you guys are ready for some sample flips. Yeah, I'm planning on doing some more music in this next coming year. I'm actually gonna uh, pull out the mic. It's over here. Come on, don't be shy. Over here. Be on the mic pretty soon. This coming year, I'll try to get back into my writing mode and actually start putting some stuff out so I can have stuff inside of DistroKid, which I always tell you guys to do. But yeah, so I'll be actually doing that. So if you are looking to release music, projects, mixtapes, all that good stuff, I do have a link below for DistroKid, and it'll be for the whole year. So if you do it in January, you won't have to pay until next year, January. It's like for a whole year, unlimited songs, however many songs you want to all the major distributors, Apple, Tidal, Amazon, TikTok, IG, all those good things. So definitely, if that's what you want to do, uh, click on that link below and you can get that 7% off for the whole year. All right. So let's get into the sample flips. Let me see some ones inside the chat. Let me know you guys are here and want to see this sample flip. Let's go. That's all good, man. I know you guys are with me. There's some ones in the chat. So we can start this sample flip. Hear what you guys did. I think this thing is tripping out again, y'all. I have no idea why it does that. Yeah, of course. See? Jeremiah Patterson, what's good? Thank you for joining, man. All right, so here is what the samples sound like for this month. I'm gonna play them and then I'll go through the sample flips. Hello, Priscilla Williams. Thank you for joining. I like a lot of the new people that came in here, man. Very, very cool. I'm glad that you guys were able to catch this last live of the year. So I'm going to play the second sample. That was the first one. I'm gonna tell you that second one there, man. That one is something else there, yo. I could definitely hear somebody on there already. Uh, couldn't decide which one to use. Couldn't finish. Oh man, I understand, yo. I understand. Yes, happy holidays, man. Thank you for joining, man. Thank you. All right, so let's get into the sample flip. Let's see who will take home the chip. So we're going to start it off with Classic Hank, and he says he used both samples. I don't know how Hank does this, man. Like, he'll combine both samples all the time. But let's hear what he did. Starting us off with some fire in the flip. That's what I'm talking about right there, yo. Vice said you want the vocals? All right. That's what's up. Post them when you finish them, for sure. I don't know how he does it, man. Like, I mean, it's not that hard to do. Once you know what the key is, you can kind of move one of them to the same key and then kind of, you know, put whatever pieces that you like in there. I mean, it could be done, but he does it like all the time. It's amazing, yo. I already know, man. Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, Hank came with the drums, man, for sure. Yeah, I've been wanting them to keep going too. I mean, y'all guys can do what y'all need to do with them. But let's move on. And we're gonna welcome last month's winner, Landry. So he did some like Christmas stuff. So let's see what Landry did this time. And he used the. the second sample flip. Nice. Very, very nice. Alan said he might have a winner already. Oh man. Yeah, second sample, man. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing when I did that one. I guess that second time, instead of using a traction waveform, and I finally figured out what I had to do for traction waveform for it to actually come out correctly. I had to lower down like my buffer size, and I actually had to change out that plugin. For some reason, Deja Vu didn't really work. When I put halftime on it, it kind of put halftime to the same settings. It worked perfectly fine. So I don't know if it was a plugin or if it was a DAW. Who knows? But yeah. Yes, he has some nice drums in there. It did actually fill up the track. He did some really good work. Yeah, that's why I do these sample flips, because to kind of hear what people would actually do with these limited samples, you know, really dope. But let's move along. Next up, we have Nathan Fisher. He says use the first one. Let's go. Let's give it up for Nathan Fisher. That was his submission for the sample flip. Yeah, he takes it in a totally different direction. I would never never thought about it like that. Classic Hank, what's good, man? Thank you for joining. You did a really, really good job on that the double flip that you did in there. Really good work, man. Hank. Yeah, it was dope for sure. Yes. Um, very unorthodox. Like it's something completely different. Shouts out to Nathan Fisher. So let's move along. Next we have Main Synth Rock 02. This is my beat for the sample flip, Moon Beat. Let's see what he got. Let's give it up for Main Synth Rocks 02. A little short, man. I was starting to get into it, like just stopped. Oh man. Yeah, man. Easier said than done. All right, so we're gonna move along. Next person we have up is MIG. Let's go.
MIG. Made it print number.
Oh man. Oh man. James Bond. Really dope, MIG. Nice work, man. So let's move along inside the sample flip. Next up, we have KSB. So use the second sample. Keep spreading the love, man. Appreciate what you. Oh, I appreciate you guys, man. That's what's up. So let's hear what you got. Y'all be trying to make things hard for me. I know this is the last flip of the year, but come on, man. I gotta take it easy on me, man. I can't be dealing with this kind of stuff. Man, dope. KSB for another one. Oh man. All right. Next up we have Vice. He said use the second sample as well. Let's hear what he got. Yeah. Nice Andy with the smooth fade out. Nice work, guys. That's a nice use of the sample, man. For that guitar, I don't know if you put any kind of effects on there. You could probably try to use like a guitar rig and kind of change up the sound, just give it a little bit more fullness for that little guitar riff you put in there. Really good work though. Let's give it up for Vice one more time. All right, next up we have Alan T. Let's see here. Let me make sure I'm not missing something in the chat. Yeah, of course I am. It's doing weird stuff. Yes, sir. All right, so let's move on. Next up, we have Alan T. Let's go. Let's give it up. Drums dirty. Love it. Man, yo, you got to give us some kind of warning when you're going to switch up like that, man. You can't just be switching up in the middle of the track like that, man. We need something that's going to tell us we about to get going. Something about to happen here. And that switch caught me off guard. Let's give it up one more time for Alan T. Yeah, of course. Yeah, man. Oh, man, yo. Yeah, Alan coming up, yo. Yeah, man. Y'all trying to make it hard for me, man. It's all right. It's all right, though. We're going to make through it. All right, so next up we have Chaos 0911. Straight up to Chaos. All right, and the last flip that we have for the night is low. Let's go. Let's give it up for X.E.L, man. Thank you for joining the community. Thank you for actually participating tonight in the listening and in the sample flip. Glad you were able to get some in. Very interesting work. You guys did a great job tonight, man. Like, you guys did a really good job, man. Like, got my little scores over here. I don't know who's gonna win yet. I don't know who's gonna win yet. Big kick exciting. Trish Stratus pops out with them puppies. Here he comes looking. What's good, Hannity? Thank you for joining, man. Yeah, you come right at the end. We done played all the tracks. We done heard all the sample flips. All right. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know. Let me know who y'all think actually got this one. And I'll try to tally up my little point system I have over here. So let me know who y'all think got it. Yeah. Yeah, they did some really dope samples, yo. Sample flips. All right, Alan T says Hank. Oh man. What are my top three? All right, Vice says MIG. Hmm. Man, this is a tough one, yo. Mm. All right. Make sure I'm not missing anything in the chat. Of course I am. Yeah, all of them people were really dope, man. Whew, the decisions y'all have me making here, yo. All right. Um, mm, 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 mm. Oh man. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Goodness gracious. Mm, mm, mm. The top two again. I'm going for Alan T this time. Respects to the others. I hear you, man. All right. So I'm going to actually listen to the top three actually again that I have here. It's almost like four though. It's like four. All right. Let me listen back. So Hank, you were actually one of them. Let me listen back. All right. And
In my jeans. Made it print on both.
nice filter. Flute. And he completely flips it here. And brings it in. Straight West Coast. All right, all right. KSB. Say Phil might be a tie. And he comes with the keys. Balance is dope. He added his own vocal shop in there. And then comes in with the sample. Yeah. And then you got Allen with the bounce. Yeah. Yeah. Four-way tie. I mean, the drum is slapping so hard, yo. switch it up here. So that's when you should do the flip, man. Gotta have slapping drums, man. Like, that's what it's about. Man, you guys, man. I don't think so. Overtime. Oh man. Let's see, y'all. I mean, I would have to kind of break it down to a technical status at this moment. So like, if I break it down technically and overall and mix and flip and sound quality, range, all that stuff, it's gonna be either KSB or Allen. So those two would be my top two. And that's, like I said, overall, like the mix, the elements, the samples, the use of the samples, all that stuff. Goodness gracious, why? Okay, let's try this. I don't know why this big old clear button's in my way. What's this? Engage. Oh, okay. Poll. All right, so let's I guess let's make it fun. And let's say all right, so I'm gonna put up this poll, right? So I'm gonna let you guys kind of decide who the actual winner is. Hopefully that's cool. I guess it doesn't necessarily matter, but I'm gonna let you guys decide this time. So those are my top two, KSB and Allen T. I'm gonna give you a poll, and I'm gonna play both of their beats, and then you guys can decide. But I'm gonna put the poll up now. Let me know which one y'all think should have it. So I'm gonna start the poll, and I'm gonna play KSB's, and then I'm gonna go back and play Allen's. All right, so that was KSB, and I'm gonna play Allen's. Oh man. All right. Who do you guys choose, man? Somebody take away a vote. All right, so it's like 7 votes. Whew, that's tough, yo. I'm gonna say 50-50. It's not 50-50 anymore. Um, yeah. Looks like I'm gonna end the poll, man. 7 votes. Yeah, looks like Alan might have won, man. Yeah, second half is crazy, yo. Why won't it let me move now? All right, so how do I see my thing again? Alan T. All right, let's give it up for Alan, man. All right, Alan, hit me up, man. So you can get a couple of those coming your way, man.
That was legitness.
Hey, that's pretty good. Nice.
Yeah. So, super dope, guys. Like, I don't even know what else to say, man. That was very interesting. I think I want to try to do that as well, guys. Do some voting from you guys. I like that. It makes it a lot easier on me. I don't know how to see it again though. I think I just missed it, lost it or something. I don't know. Yeah, Allen has the most wins, actually. I think Landry is like second, and I want to say Saya is third. Oh man, yo. But I do have to agree with Hannity, what he said about your stuff. I like it had a little better mix um, than KSB. Like if KSB get his mix down, y'all through. Oh man, you guys are it's over for you guys, man. If he can get his mixes down, whew, he just puts a lot of nice elements together, yo. Like he has a really good feel for that. Man, I wish this thing would work, would act right for me, but it doesn't want to. Maybe if I do this, um, do this, do this. All right, all right, that's what's up. You need the cheat code. Oh man, I appreciate you guys for actually stopping by here. Um, hopefully for next year we'll be doing some more sample flips, listening to you guys beats. Um, I want to know what you guys need me to do to help you guys out. Um, I feel that all you guys should actually have an action plan made by next year. Um, I don't know. I might put a little spot for it somewhere on the Discord, or it can just be in a general chat, I guess, or one of those what is those things called? Like in the feedback corner. Um, yeah, you guys need to make some plans. See what you want to do for next year. That's why I'm actually going to take a break from actually doing videos. I actually have a lot of stuff I need to actually do. I need to make some templates for next year so I can kind of crank out some more like TV film stuff. Um, I have a couple of people asking me for tracks, so I need to send them some stuff. Work is like never done, y'all. What else? Um, I'm gonna try to do some more videos. I'll probably be doing some cakewalk beginner courses. And it doesn't look like cakewalk or sonar is gonna come out until like March or something like that. It looks like I don't know. It's gonna be a while. I could tell you that much. Next is taking a while, it seems as well. So I'll try to do some regular cakewalk stuff on this channel. If you're not following my other channel, it's called Learning Reaper. If you are a person that uses Reaper, Reaper is a very great DAW, at least for me. Um, make sure you don't forget. I wish everyone happy. Yeah, that's what's up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's okay problem to have. Hopefully I can kind of get everything done. Like I just got into like a new library, so I need to send them some stuff just to kind of get some stuff in there and ready for the new year. Um, I know you guys hear me talk about sync and stuff like that on this channel. I don't know if it's for everybody. It's definitely not something for everybody. At least I don't think so. It takes a lot of patience, a lot of time. Um, you face a lot of rejection. uh, it's not for everybody, but it can be for you if you want it to be. Like I've always been told that you make time for what you want to make time for. Um, I know people have like a lot of responsibilities, They have to work, they have to, take care of their family, kids, wife, stuff like that. And it's understandable. But, there's always a way, or yeah, so there's always a way to kind of make time for what you want. Whether that's actually sitting down with your family, like, hey, on Tuesdays and Fridays, I need at least 2 hours to do whatever I'm gonna do. Like you have to kind of schedule your stuff out like that, just so they know that you are setting this time aside for yourself to get what you need to get done, and the rest of the time could be with them. And the majority of the time when you get home, you sit down, you watch TV. Stop doing that. Or you're just sitting there on your phone scrolling through, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I mean, that is just, like I said, it's like a time consumption. So make sure you guys are kind of doing your due diligence and getting work done. Um, I want to see everybody uh, grow, get better. I want to see people get, placements. I want to see people put music up on these streaming platforms. And if you're going to do that, definitely use the link below to the DistroKid. You can get 7% off for the year. Um, and next year, I'm probably going to be promoting myself a lot more. So you might see some xelohh.com kind of segments inside of the videos, just because I haven't been able to incorporate it the right way. So I'm going to kind of push it that way as well. And let me know if you guys do want me to do some sync kind of videos or tutorials and things like that, just so I can see where you guys are at. If you just want to do like a beat tape, I can help you guys, organize that. If you have like questions about it, uh, graphics you need or anything like that, mixing, mastering, that kind of stuff. So yeah. Oh yeah. Team Reaper Classic Hank. That's what's up. Oh man. Messing around with Mixcraft 10 Studio. I haven't downloaded it yet. I've seen it and I just haven't downloaded it yet, yo. Safe holiday. Can wait. Yeah, man. Definitely. Yeah, man. Like you once you actually start to schedule your stuff out, you'll see the difference, like in your work, uh, in everything, man. Like it just makes it, once you have a scheduled time, you'll see that you actually do have more time than you think you do. Instead of, you go to work, you come home, I guess you eat, you sit with the family, you all watch TV for like 2 or 3 hours, and you go to bed. So like you could cut off like one of those hours and just go and make music that time, or 2 hours, spend an hour with the family, make sure, the kids are tucked in, all that stuff, go to the lab. You know what I'm saying? So like you don't have to make really big sacrifices, but some people um, say they don't have time. Another thing you can do is wake up early. Instead of waking up when you're supposed to wake up, get up to go to work, wake up 2 hours earlier. So let's say you get up at 6, get up at 4. Once you get up at 4, go to the studio, take that time to create whatever you're gonna do. Save yourself half an hour, jump in the shower, go to work, do whatever you're gonna do. Either way, you're cutting out or making time for yourself. Just like the discipline to actually go to the gym, which I definitely need to do. I need to go to the gym, but I haven't been able to actually get there for some reason. But once again, it's almost like making an excuse for myself that I'm not doing it. And I don't want you guys to make excuses for your stuff. I want you to be able to prosper and grow. This is why I do all this. This is why I have fun, you know, teaching you guys what I know. Like I have a whole bunch of useless information. At least to me, it is. It's useless because if I'm keeping it for myself, no one else can actually grow from it. So I appreciate you guys for actually listening and taking advice and all that stuff. And being able to accept criticism is a very, very key factor in this music game as well. Down to cook up, get at me at Discord, put some samples. So there it goes. Oh yeah. Yeah, man, you guys, share yourselves, make sure you can get out there and do what you need to do. Yes, thanks for mentioning that. I do have one-on-one sessions, so if you do have plans and you kind of need like to organize it, I can help you with that. If you're trying to put out beat tape, I can help you with that. If you're trying to put your foot or get your foot into like the sync music game, I can help you with that as well. So yeah, so I'm just here to help, really. Mixtapes sound like everybody else's. All right, but yeah, man. I guess that'll be it for the night. That'll probably be it for the year. Um, create a studio room on your Discord. Hit the like button. Yeah, that'd be cool. If you hit the like button, it'll draw more people toward this stream. Um, I have what? Oh, I just have like the general voice chat where you can actually get in there. Um, I guess I can create another one, but you guys don't really use them that much. I think Saya's in there the most, um, kind of cooking up in there. And next year I'll probably be doing what is that stupid thing called? Um, give you an option to like join uh, YouTube, if you guys want to support the channel. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, like it's so. I mean, it's so interesting to me is when I look at you guys. I think you've been here since the beginning, Vice. Like it's been over a year, man. You've been actually doing these kind of things, doing listening to you guys beats, doing sample flips, and I've seen the growth. I can hear the growth. I can see. I know. Hey, man, I want to actually have another sound inside here that'll actually work with what I'm doing. So sound selection has been a very key, important part. Mixing is a very key and important part. And then to actually get it to where it's loud enough to compete with other tracks is where the next step for a lot of you guys need to get to. Um, this is why I always keep saying reference tracks, and I feel like I'm beating a dead horse after a while, but until you get your sound to where you want it to be and have it as loud as you want it to be, and it's actually competing with all these other tracks. Because if you play your track and you go to YouTube and you put in a type beat of the same type of track you made, you'll hear a lot of those beats are louder than yours. And the reason that is because they've actually pushed the limit to where their music can be played at a loud or higher volume, and it still sounds clean. It still sounds good. Uh, that's like the next step for a lot of you guys inside of the Discord. Once you get to that level, you'll be able to do pretty much whatever you want to do, whether that be TV, film, video games, pushing your stuff out to clients for selling beats, doing beat tapes that people will actually come through and listen to, and they won't hear the difference between the stuff that's out there and the stuff that you're actually making. So that's the next level for you guys, and I hope you guys can get there by next year. Cakewalk is okay. Yeah, Cakewalk does need some improvements. That's why I've kind of been really Reaper driven right now, just because like it's a lot easier for me now to navigate inside of Reaper than it is inside of Cakewalk. I can really use Cakewalk when I'm mixing. I still love Cakewalk as a mixing DAW. Like if I did something in FL and I wanted to record something, I'd probably still go to Cakewalk to record. I don't know why. It's just that way. I can go to Cakewalk and record, and I feel a lot more comfortable, even in than when I'm in Reaper. Like I don't necessarily record vocals in Reaper. I have done it. I got to change settings every time I go inside of Reaper and do that to make sure that it's catching up with the audio interface. Otherwise, the timing will be completely off. Whereas I don't usually have to do any kind of changes or adjustment inside of Cakewalk. Um, but yeah, Cakewalk is definitely my mixing DAW. I like it a lot better than any other DAW. And the Pro channel is the reason for that. So like it's funny because if Cakewalk didn't have the Pro channel, I don't think I would actually be using it at all at these at this moment. Just to be honest, but that's what it is right there. Heavy part of the community. I wish you and your family appreciate it, man. Thanks, Classic Hank, man. And you actually have been one of the fastest growing producers on here. I think I think you just came on here not too long ago, like a couple months now. And I can definitely hear the difference in your mixes, in your sound selection, in your drums, even in like your arrangement of your tracks. I could hear the difference already. So, like I said, once you guys get that point to that point where your stuff is actually competing with the other people, you guys are out of here, man. Stephen Parker, thank you, man. You're another one, Stephen Parker. You did a lot of. I can hear your growth every time you actually putting stuff in there as well. I appreciate you guys for being in here, man. You just switched to FL Studio. That's what's up, man. I was using. I had to use FL Studio the other day, and I felt like I was about to have a headache or something. You know, it was so frustrating to like bounce stuff out in there, and I don't know. I'm used to like a massive bounce instead of bouncing one by one now. I'm spoiled. I'm sorry. Cakewalk, I can do a massive bounce at one time. Reaper, I could do a massive bounce at one time. So like I think I'm kind of spoiled when I'm like exporting stuff, and I feel that's probably like the most important part of any kind of session you're doing is being able to hit that bounce button and feel like you've finished or completed something. I think that should be a goal for you guys as well to try to any track that you make this coming year, make sure you hit export on it. Even if it's whack to you, finish the beat. I mean, arrange it, finish it as best you can, even if you don't like the beat. Just finish it and hit export. You don't ever have to play it for anybody, anything like that. But what you're gonna start doing is getting used to exporting and finishing stuff. And that's another goal that you should be trying to look forward to next year. Just finish stuff, yo. Don't have just this, 100 beats of unfinished beats. I mean, what is that gonna do? That's not gonna do anything. You got to finish it, man. Like I said, even if you don't like it, you feel that um, you've done better. All that stuff comes and goes. Just make sure that you're actually finishing what you started, and you'll feel a lot better about it. Um, and I got taught this by Jesse from Sync My Music like a while ago. He was saying he did a challenge, basically saying, finish your tracks. And since then, I've been able to kind of follow that road. or path to make sure I finish a track. If I start a track, I'll usually finish it, even if I have like a mixed day where I'll go back and mix all those tracks that are like partially completed. I usually try to finish every single beat. Even if I don't like it, I'll still have it, bounce it out, and I'll put it even in, I don't really like Pile or whatever the case may be. Someone else might like it. You just never know what is going to be there for. Like there'll be times where a library will hit me with a brief, and they'll be like, "Hey, we're looking for this certain style," and it's something I did make a long time ago. And I'll go through my list of stuff, and they're like, "Oh, this will actually fit what the brief is asking for." So I'll go back, open up that project, maybe tweak or arrange the track to where it'll be more of a TV format, add a sting on the end of it, send it off to people. Um, it's better to be ready than to get ready, I think they say it is. uh, Stephen Parker says, I still use Cakewalk and Sonar Platinum and mess around Mixcraft 10 Studio as well. I've heard really good things about Mixcraft Studio. I've done like the DAW talk about it, but I haven't finished downloading it to where I can use it. I have tried Studio One. The only DAW that I don't understand why a lot of people are really bigging up is Bitwig. Maybe it's because I don't do any kind of sound designing, but I don't see the draw. I don't see why people gravitate toward that DAW over a lot of other DAWs. But maybe it's just me. I don't. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. He said you're back on Reason 12. Man, I thought you were in Studio One, Low Cuts. What are you doing, man? Actually, FL Studio is actually pretty affordable. Like that's one of the, the things about FL is like once you pay for it, you have it for life. So like you don't ever have to worry about updating it or upgrading it to anything else. Um, just make sure you don't do that regular one, that $99 one. That's a waste of time. If you're gonna do it, do the $200 one. I know that sounds expensive, but the $200 one is where you want to be. Yeah, really great goal, Vice. That is exactly what it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, XL. I mean, FL Studio is dope, man. I have no real issues with it. There are just times where it makes me upset because of the things that it does, like the whole what is it called? Like performance stuff. Like it crashes. Not as much as Cakewalk, but it still crashes on me. And I get a lot of that little clipping and buffering stuff on there when I'm using FL Studio. Like compared to any of the other DAWs that I use, it uses a lot of CPU, yo. That's one of the things I'm not fond of with FL. It uses a lot of CPU. Studio One is another one. I think uses a lot of CPU. When I put like two, what is those things? Analog Labs on there. It was like glitching and popping. I'm like, I didn't even put anything on here yet. Where I don't usually get that from Cakewalk or from Reaper. No. Yeah, it's way hard for beginners, I guess. Yeah, don't buy that standard. That's boo boo. That's a great goal, man. So what are you doing to pursue that? Like these are the questions you guys kind of need to ask yourself. Like what are you trying to achieve? I mean, if you're just doing it for like hobby, that is perfectly fine. There are times I feel like I'm just doing this for a hobby, but there's so many other things that I do. You know, even just doing YouTube videos is utterly ridiculous. Just think about like the editing time, the actually learning what I'm trying to do and actually teach it to someone else. Um, but yeah, just learning how to edit inside of a video editor has always been really, really cool to me. Um, but yeah, but you got to make sure you know what you got to set a plan for it because people talk all the time, um, but they never fulfill what they're trying to fulfill because they never put it into action. Uh, a lot of people don't write down their plans, which is another thing I'm actually doing. I'm actually going to have a planner for next year so I can kind of plan out everything that I need to do, set my time the way I need to set it, and get everything together. That is my goal. One of the goals for next year is to actually have that planner and plan stuff out a lot better. Wanting to fight to make us a cakewalk every time it crashed on me. Yo, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, there were times where I was sitting here and just call that just say cakewalk. I was like, you are so trash. This is so much trash. I can't stand this trash. Like it was it was an experience to say the least. Um, then I started to learn like what was actually crashing cakewalk, and then you find out that it's usually the VSTs that you have are actually crashing cakewalk. And what's funny to me is like that TTS1 plugin, like say if you had a session up and open, you did all these things in there and you pull that up, it'll crash cakewalk. And I'm like, you should never be able to crash anything. First of all, you're a DX plugin, which means that you should work perfectly fine inside a cakewalk and not be able to crash it. But every time I did that, it would crash cakewalk. So I stopped using that TTS1. Unless I start the track off with the TTS1, I don't put it in later on inside the track. Otherwise, I know it's going to crash cakewalk. It does the same thing, pardon me, in Reaper. Like it'll crash Reaper. And I'm like, what? I did it like, I think it was a couple weeks ago. I was messing with a track. The library was asking for some like 8-bit gaming kind of sound. So I was like, you know what? This is like the cheapest tool that I have. And I was already working on the project and I pulled up the TTS1 inside of Reaper and it said, doo doo doo, crashed. I was like, wow, this plugin is trash. uh, yeah, I hope you guys don't think about buying the standard version of FL Studio. That is pure trash, yo. Okay, that's what's up. See, what the thing that you want to run into is you can't do everything, man. I know people want to say that they can do everything and they they feel in their heart of hearts that they can do everything, but you can't. It's 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 one of those things where you can be okay at something, then you can be better at something else, and you can be great at something. But usually you usually there's no all around greatness. Like it's very, very rare. I guess I shouldn't say you can't. I should say that it is very, very rare. If you have the work ethic, you have the potential, you have the skill, you have the guidance, and you have like the willpower, then maybe you can actually do it. But from what I've seen, a lot of people will say they want to do a lot of things and they don't do the first thing. So you have to start. That is where a lot of people fail. They never start. Um, when I did start doing my YouTube channel, I really didn't care, like whatsoever. I was like, you know what, I want to do this, and I just did it. It wasn't like a waiting. Oh, I have to have this before I start, or I have to do this before I start. I said, oh, does this camera work? Okay, can can they hear me? Yes. Can I show my screen? Oh, okay, I'm ready to go. And that's kind of how I started my channel. Um, Mistakes were made along the way, of course, but it just still something you have to do. You have to start, and a lot of people don't want to start, and that's always been the problem for people. Yeah, got fed up with took cakewalk weeds. Yeah, the other ones worked really good, yo. Like the SI instruments, those work good, but that TTS one don't do it. Yeah, I actually like Cakewalk over FL for stability. I felt that it was actually quicker to pull up VSTs. Um, I like the workflow inside of Cakewalk. The downside of Cakewalk to me is it didn't have a sampler. Like that was the biggest flaw of all time for me. Like I was like, what? It doesn't have a sampler? And then, I figured out, you can use different things like what's that thing called? The complete control, um, other drum samplers, Satilla, stuff like that. But they need to put a sampler in there. Like if the new Cakewalk doesn't come with a sampler, it's like, what are y'all doing? Like it, I know Cakewalk Next is gonna come with a sampler in it, but if the regular Sonar does not have a sampler in it, I don't really see people buying it, especially people that already have stuff like FL, Studio One, Ableton, um, Reaper. So I don't see them doing that, man. It just wouldn't make much sense, at least not to me. Let's try this again, just to make sure. Of course, I'm missing stuff. I don't know what's going on with this thing, yo. Even though I use Cakewalk sometimes. Oh, that's a good one, Classic Hank. I like that. He who chases many rabbits catches none. Wow. Kimosabi music. What's good, yo? Crash to Allen. Yeah, man. Gotta work on mixes. Get open. By the way, use FL piano for the melody. Okay, that's what's up. I liked your keys, man. Really dope, man. Good work. I got you. FL keys. LMMS. That I would never use LMMS. I've actually tried it several times. All the sounds in there are weak. I hate that DAW, yo. And then it's like a bite off of FL Studio in the same time. Yeah. What do you mean you wish Reaper Sampler was better? What's wrong with Reaper Sampler? What are you Vice like? What are you trying to do that the Reaper Sampler doesn't do? I guess that's a better way to put it. Yes, FL Studio does have really good samples. You use Reaper 2 Hank. Yeah, so like let me know what Reaper sampler doesn't do. You're Australian? That's what's up. What time is it out there? I don't agree with that part. FL Studio Mixer to me personally is just a ball of confusion. Like the way their mixer is set up is like you have no real point or purpose. Sometimes you'll even forget to put stuff inside of the mixer because your tracks don't automatically go to the mixer unless you're using in that like playlist thing, the right click in there and then add the instrument. Um, when they just kind of added that in, I think 21. But all in all, if you just are in like the channel rack and you add an instrument, it doesn't go to the mixer. You have to make it go to the mixer. And then they have like 100 tracks on there. I remember there was one time, for some reason, there was a track all the way like at 80 or 90, and I'm all the way in the front, and I'm like, where's this sound playing from? I couldn't figure out where the sound was coming from. And I'm scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling, and I see it on its own channel all the way down at the other end. I'm like, why, FL? Why? Like, why do you have this mixer with all these channels already laid out on here? And then you got to use a little hook thing at the bottom to route to this track only thing and route to your other sends. I mean, you could use it, but it's just, to me, it's just not really functional. That's just me though. Oh, 3 p.m. That's not bad. Agreed. I would definitely agree with that. All right, guys, I guess we should get up off here. I'm over here just chatting away and not knowing what I'm talking about anymore. A lot of work to make chops pitching time stretch compared to FL Slicer in FL Studio or simpler in Ableton. So I use Serato Sample. Serato Sample is better than both of those, at least to me. Like Serato Sample chopping, pitch shifting, and stretching is better than all of the samplers, in my personal opinion. Um, if you're not using MX Slicer inside of Reaper, I don't know what you're doing. Use MX Slicer because MX Slicer will break down your samples into keys. You can actually play them out, or you can just put them inside the piano roll and play them out. And it does the chops and samples just like FL Studio Slicer and Ableton. So use MX Tuner if that is what you're trying to do. And it still uses the RS 5K to as a sampler in there as well. Once it breaks down, once the MK slicer breaks it down for the MIDI form, it's still RS5Ks that are actually doing all that stuff. Then you can go inside them if you wanted to and change, like your fades on there or whatever the case may be. You really don't like Ableton? Ableton's cool. I just think it's really ugly. Resamplematic, kind of weird. That's why I use Resamplematic is amazing. I mean, it's a sampler. It's all it does, yo. Like it has a lot of the features that all the other ones have. It doesn't look pretty. I tell you that much. It doesn't look pretty. But there are other tools that people have actually made that make it work very well inside of Reaper. Oh man, when I come back, I'm coming with the drum rack for you guys. So you can see how to set up the drum rack inside of Reaper using a script. Oh man, that's gonna be dope. Um, but yeah, I got some things planned. I'm working on it. uh, yeah, Samplematic. Not sure what I wanted to do better. feels restricted or hard to use, I guess. Maybe I just need to get better at sampling. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you're trying to do slices and cut stuff up, use the MX slicer. It's there. It's a script that someone made, and it works very, very well. It's actually works just as good, if not better, than like the FL slicer. That's just my opinion. Take it how you want to take it. You can have it to where it'll just do adjustments to the sample itself. So it'll cut the sample, it'll rearrange the sample if you want it to rearrange. It'll reverse some pieces and leave some pieces straight. Like you can do a lot with the MK slicer. Um, that's why I kind of made that video showing you guys how to use it, because I feel it's amazing. Like someone from the community decided, you know what, I think we need to find some kind of sampler, and they made one and just gave it away for free. Like, there's no other community doing that, especially not FL. Oh man. All right. In my opinion, I like FL Studio for mixing and producing. I like FL for producing. Mixing, not so much. Recording vocals, not so much. Recording anything inside of FL, not so much. Like if I had a guitar and I wanted to play it inside of FL, I wouldn't want to do it in FL. Just because of the way it routes things and how it's actually set up. Yeah. Yes. MK. I think it's is it MX slicer or MK slicer? What is it? I don't even know. It is, yes, MK slicer. I guess I should try to adjust my screen so you guys can see what I'm doing, huh? That would make sense. Yay! Guess what? We're in Reaper. So like, oh yeah. I'm actually putting together a another kit, and this one is actually going to have these samples in here. So I'll have some samples for you guys, some drum breaks and loops. So I don't know if I'm gonna do it for free or not. I'm debating. We'll see what happens. It may just be like a giveaway kind of thing, but we'll see. All right, so so let's say we use this sample, right? We have this sample there, and we can just go to get sample, get item, and it'll process it. And yeah, you have your slices here. So you could do different time signatures if you wanted to, every 1 bar, every half bar. You could do it by grid. You could do it by transients. So like this is like kind of like FL or even Serato. You know what I'm saying? Like you could kind of just do what you want to do. So yeah, so all of this is in here. And if I wanted to do this where, let's say we bring this in, right? So we have it on that bar, right? And let's say we wanted to slice them, you could hit slice here, or you can hit like this, like quantize, it'll quantize it. And then you could use the slice and just slice it up. And now you have slices in here. You can move these slices around. I said slice, damn it. And you have an option to do random. So you could do random sets. So you could do volume, pan, pitch. You could change the position of where your slices are. You could do reverses on some of them. And it'll randomly do all these things for the sample. So let's say we do like a reverse for 50% of them. And I hit random. It'll do random stuff to the sample. So yeah, so it has a lot of things in there that you can kind of use and do. Let me bring up my chat again. I don't know what's going on anymore. Yeah, man, it's a really dope tool. If you have any questions about it, I have a video showing you how to actually use it. So, you know, if you want to learn how to use it, you can just check out the video and it'll walk you through how to use it. But sometimes you take a break to do gaming. Yeah, it has gone quick. Oh man, yo, they have a drum rack that's really dope. I guess I could show you here, seeing that you guys are here. So this is a drum rack, right? So I can make a track here and it'll automatically add stuff to this track once I add stuff down here. So let's see. Let's do my smash kit, right? So let's say we wanted a kick, right? So we have a kick, we add a kick. It makes a MIDI bus right here, so you could do your MIDI, and it adds a RS5K right here automatically. And the cool thing about it is that you can change all the stuff right here. So this is telling me exactly what it is I put in here, which is the kick. So, and it's only on this key. So it'll automatically make like a real drum kit, right? So you have your attack, your decay, your sustain and release right here. You could go here to like adjust your kick for like you could tune your kick as well. You could set it for a loop. So all the things that you do inside of here, inside this RS5K in here, you could do right here in this section, right? So let's say I wanted to do a snare or a clap. Let's do a clap. All right, so we're gonna do that one, right? So now I have my clap. So you hear how the kick is cutting off. So if I go to the kick, and what is it called? I'm gonna click off this obey note. So that way the kick kind of just plays all the way out. I think there's a way to do it here. Yeah, note off. So right, and everything will record onto this MIDI right here. So whenever you're ready to record, you can just put it right to that MIDI. course, I destroyed the sample, so it's not going to sound right. But you do have your MIDI here, and you can always pull up your MIDI and see what you're doing, right? And it puts the stuff on the keys so you can see it as well. But yeah, so I'm gonna be doing a video on that pretty soon. Maybe. We'll see. And that's gonna be for next year. And you can have a whole bunch of different sections for your keyboard or drum pads, however you want to get it set up, you can do it in here. Yes, I will be doing a sample pack. I'm trying to see if I'm gonna do it just for yeah. So here is some of the drum loops I have. Of course. So yeah, so drums, samples, any way to throw MX Turner on a track. To lock that sample? What do you mean? To lock the sample in key? Yeah, so usually what I do is, let's go up. So, we have the sample, right? So before I even put it in there, I can actually lock the key by using this thing here, which is the MX Tuner. So I can click on a key I want to lock it on. So let's say I wanted to do, let's say A sharp, right? So now when I play the sample, it's going to be an A sharp. If I go down here, so now it's in D sharp. So I would set it up here before I put it into the MK slicer. I hope that makes sense. But that's how I would do it. I mean, otherwise I just use Serato sample, which is probably the best way to go. If you have Serato sample, it's probably the better way to go. This makes it a lot easier. You don't understand how to upload these scripts. Which video? I show you how to do them in the videos, man. So any video that I actually show you, I show you how to actually install this stuff. So the MK slicer video will show you how to install the MK slicer. The MK slicer, I have a video showing you how to use that as well. I show you how to actually install it and get it all set up. So basically all you would do is go up to your extensions. If you don't have your extensions, that means you don't have Reapack and you don't have, what's the thing called? Reapack or what are they called? Extensions. Sorry. Yeah. So that's how you would get Sower. So if you wanted Sower, that was how you would get it. If you wanted to color your tracks, you would have to have the SWS extension. So if you go to my videos, the first video I've ever done on my Reaper's page, Learning Reaper, is the SWS and the Reapack. Once you learn how to do that, you should be able to install anything inside of Reaper. I know this is one of the issues I had with Reaper when I first started because I didn't want to do all this work, but it's worth it in the end. Like, cause it's just like when you, let's say you get FL Studio, right? And you have the all plugins bundle, you still have to go back into FL to download those plugins. It's the same thing as using the SWS or the RIA packs. So you go there, you go to your extensions, go to RIA pack, and you want to go to, I guess, manage. And if you want to import, you hit on this button here. It says import, and you hit import repository, and you just type in whatever their GitHub thing is, or RIA pack stuff, whatever it is. You just put that address in here. You hit OK. Once you have it in there, you can go to browse packages, and it'll scan all the stuff that's in there. And usually what I do, I'll just select all and then like hit OK, and it'll run everything, right? So it's not that difficult to do, but once you actually have it installed, then you can just pull up like shift and question mark, maybe, if it wants to. And you can just type in like MK slice, and you have the script right here. So I usually have mine set to shortcuts because I like shortcuts, or toolbars. So my toolbar down here at the bottom has my MK slicer in there. You can put it in this toolbar up here if you want to. You could make a shortcut key. So let's say you know you want to use this all the time. You can go right down here that says add, and just put whatever key you want it to be. And anytime you hit that key, it'll pop up the MK slicer. So hopefully that'll help you out in getting everything set up. But this is like the power of Reaper. Like, you can just make whatever you want to, yo. Like, it's ridiculous. All right, I went to the forum and found a video on how to upload and use MK Slicer. It's one of your videos. Hey, I didn't know they posted it there either. See what I'm saying? Hey man, they be helping their community out, man. All right, Alan, peace out. Do you have to create MIDI outs to mix them separate? For what, Caesar? Which one are you talking about? Have a good night, Alan. Yeah, man. Like, I'm gonna try to convert as much FL people as I possibly can to Reaper. That is my goal for next year, to convert people from FL to Reaper. I'm gonna try to do a lot more comparison videos just so people can understand like the power of Reaper. Like, it's ridiculous what you can do in here. RIA pack, or you have to put both of them. You need both of them. So you can't just have one. Well, you shouldn't just have one. So if you look up my video, it's called Ultimate Guide to SWS and RIA pack. And I go step by step in how to install them inside of Reaper. Once you have that installed, you'll see this up here that says extensions. This extensions little list will pop up. This will give you the option to actually color your tracks. So if I wanted to auto color, I could click on here, and this is a list of all the things I already set up to auto color. So all of my drums will be a certain color, right? So flutes, pianos, strings, my 808s, my guitars, vocals, vox, pads, and these are the things I usually name over here on the side. So it'll automatically color it. So if I added a track, right? And, oh, come on. And I name this guitar, and I hit enter, it's gonna automatically change it to the colors that I chose for guitar. So if I add another one here and I say this one is gonna be the string. It's going to automatically color it to whatever I have set up inside of these extensions. So this is like right here. You have so many options in Reaper, it's ridiculous, yo. You can even take snapshots of like your mixes. Yo, like, I don't know if you guys understand the power of Reaper. So yeah, so all these extensions are here, and I have my sower up here as well. All right, it's easy, just 2 files to copy, and you could correct. Yes, they were created for you. For the drum thing, instead of me writing, and I wrote or. Reapack SWS. Do you need to create MIDI outs for the drum roll? Oh, the drum script? No. Like it'll automatically set it up. It's what is this thing called? It's called something. Hold on. It's the MPL RS5K Manager. So that's what it is. The MPL RS5K Manager. And that'll bring up the drum thing. This one. Yep. RS5K Manager. So basically, in order to actually set this up, you just need to create a track. And once you have the track created, then you would pull up this manager. I have a shortcut for it down here. So now this track is going to be linked to this. So when I add a drum or something in here, so let's say I added this sample, right? Once I add the sample, it will automatically create the MIDI. So it automatically creates the MIDI bus, and it automatically creates the RS5K with the piano in it. So I can go in here and edit the sample, right? So let's say I just wanted to just do that. So you have that set up in here automatically. It automatically turns on the record option for the MIDI, so you don't have to worry about that either. So anything you add in here, it'll automatically add another track. So if I add another sample, right? So I add another sample. It'll automatically make that next track. If I add another sample, it'll automatically make that track, and all of them will go to the MIDI. Let's take this one off. So yeah, so you have the option to do that. And like I said, this one is called the RS5K Manager. Audio outs, separate channel. Oh, so if you, yeah, they're all on separate channels. So if I go to my mixer, as you see, it automatically set it to its own thing. So see, it's coming out of just this track. Just coming out of this track. Right? And this one is just coming out of this track. So they're all separate in the mixer. So it automatically routes it as well. I think that's what you're asking. So yeah. And then of course, once you do the MIDI and stuff, then you can also record them in if you wanted to. You just change their like input, and then you'll be able to record it directly onto the track. I have a video showing you how I did the drums, or it's called different drums. I think that's the name of the video. And I'll show you how I actually record different takes of drums to have them on their own separate track that way as well. For sure. Yeah, all of them are separate channels. Yeah, man. All right, people, I guess I should get up off here. Been on here for a while. Been like 2, maybe 3 hours almost. Ooh. All right. Well, this was the last stream of the year. I appreciate you guys heavily. I will still continue to do the beat reviews on Thursdays. From what I know right now, it should still be on Thursdays. And I will be doing a sample flip every month still going forward, from what I know. Congrats to Alan for the W. And yeah, I think that's about it for the night. Yes, have a Merry Christmas, man. Yes, happy holidays to all you guys, man. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Thank you for being a part of the community. Like I said, the goal for next year is to make everyone at that level to where I can't even judge the beat battles anymore myself. I'm gonna need some help. That is the goal. Like I want to make sure all you guys are at your peak. So when you actually go out and decide to do whatever you're gonna do, like I said, whether that be TV and film, whether that be selling beats, whether that be working with your local artists, um, whether that be trying to push stuff for commercials or video games, uh, you'll be prepared for all that stuff, man. That's what it's all about. Now, I like spreading the knowledge that I have, because just for me to keep it does nothing for me. So I rather help other people out. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And once again, it's your boy, X.E.L. Till next time, people. Peace.